So we first want to open the overhead panel, turn the battery on, standby power on, turn ground power on, and start the APU. Wait for it to power up. You can now turn APU generators on, APU bleed on. And want to take a look at the flight control panel up here. Make sure all 5 safety guards are down. Alternate flaps are off. Yaw damper on. Now on the fuel system, crossfeed off, fuel pumps on. You want to turn cabin, utility, and IFE passenger seat on. Turn equipment cooling switches to norm. Arm the emergency lights. No smoking sign and fasten seatbelt signs on. You want to turn window heat on, probe heat off, and you want to turn all 4 hydraulic pumps on. Now set cruising altitude 38,000 feet and landing altitude, which is about 450 feet. And you can now turn on or turn the recirculation fan switch to auto, turn both packs to auto, isolation valve open, both engine bleeds on, and we're done with the overhead panel for now. Now we're going to configure the MCP and the FMC, so enter runway heading, the MCP, first altitude 6,000 feet. Yeah, flight director on, open the FMC, click on FMC, then position initialization. Our reference airport is KSFO, click on route, enter KSFO and origin airport, and KCA destination airport. Now click on initialization reference, just click on those lines to enter gross weight and 0 fuel weight. Now reserves, just put in 10, and cost index like 100. It's not simulated anyways. Our cruising altitude will be 38,000 feet. Okay, now we're going to select our SID, our departure procedure, on the departure arrival page. So just click on departure, and we're looking for quiet 2 SID, which is right here. Our transition waypoint will be RBL according to our flight plan, and we'll take off runway 28 left. We can go ahead and activate that and execute it. Now go to the legs page, and we're going to enter our only additional waypoint for our flight plan. So this waypoint is BTG, and go ahead and execute that. And so now we need to go to the initialization reference page, index takeoff. Our takeoff flap configuration will be 15 degrees, and select select V1, V rotate, and V2. Okay, that's all for the FMC. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and enter our V2 plus 20 speed and the MCP. That's 144 knots. Set auto brakes to RTO, and we can now do the before start checklist. So we want to turn both packs off, turn anti-collision light on, release parking brakes, and we can start push back and start our engines. Starting engine number 1. Open the throttle panel. Once you get to 20% N2 right here, you're going to want to put the fuel cutoff switch to idle, which is right now. Now do the same for engine 1. That's 20% N2, fuel cutoff switch to idle. And we seem to have 2 good starts. We can now do the after start checklist. So we want to turn both generators on, probe heaters on, packs back to auto. We can now turn the APU off and turn the APU blade off too. While taxiing, you want to make sure your flaps are set to 15. You want to set the trim settings. So we want it to be trimmed at 5.5. That's about 5.5. You want to turn landing lights on, as well as strobe lights. Turn engine start switches to cont, and arm the auto throttle.